So everyone's excited about the rollout of the Big V. What's the Daily Mail got to say on December the 11th? What do we got here? Australia's billion-dollar coronavirus is scrapped. Oh, no. After trial participants returned HIV false positives, causing order for 51 million doses of the homegrown jab to be terminated. So we ordered 51 million doses of it. Oh, well, it's only money. Who cares? But damn, I was going to get vaccinated this week. But it's been scrapped. Oh, gee, damn. Anyway, Australia's potential coronavirus vaccine has been scrapped after several trial participants returned false positive HIV test results. The University of Queensland had been developing the vaccine in partnership with pharmaceutical company CSL, and the government had ordered 51 million doses. So, the government obviously just throws away money. But anyway, it was all for a good cause because we need this vaccine. But those plans have been abruptly halted over fears the false results could damage the public's confidence in the COVID-19 vaccination program. The government was left scrambling to make up the shortfall, ordering millions of potential doses in late-stage trials after the decision was made to pull the plug. Australian vaccine scientist Nikolai Petrovsky had warned the government about the risk of including HIV in a vaccine months before the $1 billion deal. $1 billion, what's $1 billion amongst friends, was signed. He said the problem with the use of HIV was clear in the hamster and mouse data, but his advice was ignored. So, reading that, they put HIV in the vaccine. But anyway, we need this vaccine. I want my COVID-19 vaccine. So what does Scott Morrison have to say?
The advice that we have received, and the National Security Committee of Cabinet met this week and made the final decision yesterday, is that the University of Queensland vaccine will not be able to proceed based on the scientific advice, and that will no longer feature as part of Australia's vaccine plan.
No.
I do want to thank, though, Professor Paul Young and all the team up there at University of Queensland for the amazing work that they have done.
Yes, it's been amazing.
Getting the vaccine to that stage.
Yes.
And we will continue to support and fund the work that they're doing on molecular clamp research on vaccines.
That's
which
right.
has application in many other areas.
Great work.
They're doing great work.
Great
they
work.
are amazing. I'm incredibly proud of all of our scientists for the awesome work that they're doing to support us this year. And so I congratulate them and all
congratulations.
And thank them for all the hard work they've put in this year.
Bloody
but as part of our strategy, it means that we've been able to reposition and redeploy both our resources and our capability to deliver these vaccines. And so we are increasing our production and purchase of AstraZeneca vaccines.
Go AstraZeneca.
From 3.8 million to 53.8 million. And we're increasing our access to the Nova vaccine from 40 million to 51 million.
Oh,
so that's
fantastic.
an extra 20 million doses
Beautiful.
of AstraZeneca.
The more the better.
11 million doses.
Oh, go Scotty boy.
The AstraZeneca vaccines, of course, manufactured here in Melbourne by CSL. Safety and health.
That's it, safety and health.
That has always been the
That's what you guys are about, and we love you for it.
To the COVID-19 pandemic.
Get us
Having
safe.
a clear plan, getting clear advice, making decisive decisions to ensure that we can put the health interests of Australians first.
That's
that
right.
lays the platform
You care
for the
for
economic
us.
recovery that is
We love you for that.
Right now, as we end this year and go into 2021.
Well, there's Scotty boy, just throwing away, or not throwing away, but spending more billions of dollars on millions of vaccines that we need. We do need the vaccine. Queue up, queue up. Mr. Petrovsky told the Australian the issues were with the level of antibodies they were generating against the clamp, which were against HIV. He said the early data suggested the vaccine itself was quite unstable. Overall, it just didn't look like it was going to be a successful vaccine. That's why we were surprised when the government committed millions of dollars to it. It just seemed disproportionate. Oh, well, the government thought, well, yeah, let's just spend $1 million. Don't worry about it. If it's safe, it's safe. But we need it. We need it as quick as we can because people are just dropping dead like flies. Prime Minister Scott Morrison revealed on Friday he urgently ordered more of two other vaccines currently in late-stage trials. Excuse me. So they're still in late stages, but we got to order it. We got to get them first before everyone else because we need to save all Australians. The government secured an extra 20 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, taking the total to 53.8 million. That's what he said. Yeah, another 11 to 51. Here's a couple of photos. The University of Queensland has been developing the vaccine in partnership with the pharmaceutical company CSL. They're amazing. They're an amazing pharmaceutical company, CSL. They said the vaccine was safe and was proving effective, but that significant changes will be needed to HIV testing procedures in the healthcare setting to accommodate the rollout of this vaccine. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what HIV's got to do with all this, but anyway, the University of Queensland vaccine was still in the trial phase, but it was hoped it would be rolled out across Australia by mid-2021. Oh, do we have to wait so long? I want it now. I want my vaccine and I want it now. The vaccine which used the COVID-19 spike protein in the molecular clamp featured an HIV protein fragment. The fragment posed absolutely no health risk to people. Oh, that's good to hear. That's reassuring. But was producing a partial antibody response in some participants, resulting in false positive tests for the virus. It is understood Health Department Secretary Brendan Murphy. Oh, good old Brendan. He went from the Chief Health Officer to being the vaccine guy. And Acting Chief Medical Officer Paul Kelly had reviewed the findings this week and recommended ending the deal. Both UQ and CSL will continue their research, which they hope will help develop other vaccines in the future. That's it. Keep developing these vaccines. We need these vaccines. The government has secured deals for 134.8 million doses from 3 other vaccine developers. 134.8 million doses when there's 25 million people in Australia. To be sure, they say. The UQ vaccine was still in the trial phase, but it was hoped it would be rolled out across Australia by mid-2021. I won't bother playing this guy. The minister speaking about the vaccine being scrapped. UQ Vice Chancellor Professor Deborah Terry said, while the outcome was disappointing, she was immensely proud. I wonder if they kept the money. I wonder if they give back the money, the $1 billion, whatever that the government's, spend on them. Anyway, she was immensely proud of the UQ team who had shouldered a heavy burden of responsibility while the world watched on. Yeah, there's thank yous. What an amazing job. We'll skip all that. Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk called the situation disappointing, but remained optimistic Australia would have enough vaccine doses. Oh, thank God, there's going to be enough for us. Oh, that's a relief, isn't it? Of course, there's going to be some winners and losers. Sadly, some people aren't going to get the vaccine. Yeah, they're going to be the losers. It is a very, very disappointing about the UQ vaccine. But there are a lot of other candidates, and I'm sure we'll find them. Australia does not have a way to approve a drug for emergency use, unlike the UK, meaning full approval will be required, which can take months, if not years. The government has secured 134.8 million doses, including Pfizer, BioNTech. Anyway, keep going. When does this end? Agriculture Minister David Littleproud. The trial outcome is why we didn't put all our eggs in one basket. Yeah, that's good. Good idea. Good thinking. Just put $1 billion here and $1 billion there and $1 billion there and $1 billion there, and guaranteed one of them might work. But anyway, it's well worth the billions because we need the vaccine. What went wrong with the vaccine? The trials were abandoned after some participants returned false positive results for another illness, HIV. CSL said the false positives were caused by so-called molecular clamp antibodies. There were no serious adverse events or safety concerns, so that's fine. There is no possibility that the vaccine gave people HIV, but the trial was scrapped to keep public confidence in the other vaccines. There he is, Chief Medical Officer Brendan Murphy said the vaccine was likely to have worked, but we didn't want to have any issues with the confidence. That's great. We want safety first. A false positive is when someone tests positive for a disease they do not have. Is the whole project over? Yes. University of Queensland vaccine Professor Paul Young said that although it was possible to re-engineer the vaccine, the team did not have the time needed. So that was a complete waste of time and money, I gather. Doing so would set back development by another 12 months. We can't set it back 12 months. We need the vaccine now. We need the vaccine now. Will we have enough vaccines? Yes, the government has deals to buy 3 overseas vaccines, which are all on the verge of approval. I won't go through all again. 53.8 million there, 20 million there, 51 million there. They're everywhere. Oh, Health Minister Greg Hunt revealed everyone in Australia could be vaccinated before the end of 2021. Do I have to wait that long? Damn. He revealed the vaccine rollout could be completed before the end of next year as currently predicted. End of next year? We were talking about end of this year. Do I have to wait another year? Government secured a deal with Pfizer to receive 10 million doses over the next year. So if you could get in early to get the Pfizer, if you're really desperate, I'll be looking to get that because I really want this vaccine. Anyway, there's some more photos. A lucky person getting the vaccine. Goes on and on and on and on. I'll leave it there. So, not good news. For all those that were wanting the vaccine before Christmas, looks like you're going to wait a bit longer. Damn. All right. Let's just hope it comes soon, eh?